What's up, everyone? I'm back and playing episode 32, and today's episode I will be working on this. If you can see this, as in this, I mean this new structure. If you can see here, I have the most. I'm working on this project. As you can see, it's all going to be smooth stone. Yes, the smooth stone that is actually very expensive to make is by just getting a lot of stone and then smelting it. That is a long, costly thing, but I am doing this because I like to make some style out of this stuff. And this stuff is actually the best stuff, and this is the most valuable thing I really like to do upon with deep slate and tough. Yeah. And actually, probably in the future. In the future, I would really want to get a lot of copper and then make a structure out of it. Make a structure, something like the Eiffel Tower or something, but make it into a building, a mega-sized building. I like to make something big, big, bigger, better, stronger than ever before. That's Donald Trump's words, but I know people are going to say, "Oh, he's a terrible president right now. Why are you saying that right now?" Here's the thing, guys. I don't want to make it sound I'm a pro Trump, but at least Trump is trying his best to trying to do something. But the actions are a little bit tough, as a little bit harsh. I mean, I understand about the act about trying to stop the illegal immigrant thing, but I know people are gonna say the immigrants aren't bad. Yeah, for most, but some, not a good idea. Because here's the thing. Here's my definition. If you're a good, in my words, just listen. If you are truly a clean citizen who has no intentions for for holding for holding guns and not guns. We're all gun users here. We're mostly gun users in America right now. But if you're really but if you use guns for violence in the streets and causing drug trafficking and wanting to do everything that is illegal, that is not on you're not on our good side. You're on the bad side. And that is something I do not appreciate, people coming into our country and just saying and just going, "Oh, let's go sell it to these dumb Americans. They're not gonna see it. These are these are not from the from the citizens. These are from these drug traffickers. They are need to be punished, not the people. The people are not needing punished. It's the ones who are causing the bad, and I like to punish them dearly for it. And also of their destruction of the people. They're they're all in quiet, in fear. They're not standing out against the public, except that one mayor who actually didn't wanted to follow the criminal enterprise of corruption over politics, and he died because of the cartels. Ugh. Yeah, I think I should understand. I think now I know why everybody has been super quiet. It's the government. The government's been very quiet, and when somebody is trying good for the people by destroying something that is bad, it's always being covered up. This is why I have little faith of their new president. They say that she says she's gonna end this violence, but I see no action of it. And especially a couple months ago, the after one of the big cartel giants leader, he died in Mexico City, became a fire zone of trouble. I'm actually still curious curious and concerned what has been doing in Mexico City lately. I gotta look up on Mexico City because this is completely out of context and out of control. I think this. I think I. I think we Americans need to learn how to stop this criminal organization from spreading more. If we if we keep allowing these criminals to expand by being quiet, we are surely getting destroyed by our own action of not doing anything. This is why I have little faith in the Democrat Party. They say they care about equal rights, but they're holding down a whole force of people, and this is causing very much distrust in the country, and especially us. I think this is a bit. I think it's a better choice when Donald Trump is trying to crack down on these criminal enterprises. These criminal enterprises have gone far enough and gone too far as well. Ever since the shooting of one of Mexico's great politicians of a mayor being shot, I have zero to negative of remorse for criminals. For criminals. If I see a criminal come into my state, I'm going to show them not to come into my state or my town or anywhere around here. And if the government's not gonna help, I help because they're stuck with other conflicts. I will build my own regiment, and I don't care about the regulations. I care about getting criminals out of my state and out of my town. I will not allow criminal organizations coming into my town and trying to make a ruckus. My parents would say it's a little bit harsh, but here's the thing. I have zero remorse for criminals who want to make us silent. And my parents want to be quiet but supportive, but they don't want to cause trouble. I'm the one who wants to end this complete violence of destruction. I don't care about the cartel's big profits. It's a profitable business, but a dangerous for the people. I will destroy their profits and burn their illegal substance to the ground, even their empire. I will burn their empires because I'm not a big egoist. I do not care about violence. I'm not a psycho, but I really have some. But the people who are destroying our people are complete jerks and psychos. And people, drugs aren't the profits. They profit of legally. They are completely dangerous. And don't sell them. And I consider people not to drink alcohol because that stuff that does not make you rich. It does not make you rich. It just makes you dumb, makes you stupid, make your brain do something that should not be doing, and say something that is out of context from your mouth. So yeah, so probably don't do all things that should not be good for your body, because here's the thing: I eat gluten, I eat fruit, but I don't eat vegetables. But hey, at least I keep myself very. Sorry, I got my. So yeah, I eat gluten, I eat salt, I eat pepper, I eat something unhealthy. But hey, at least I burn the calories rather than just eating or drinking or smoking something that is completely very not good for your body systems. I mean, I don't even do that stuff. Plus, I don't even swear. Freaking gosh darn, like what I just said, like freaking gosh darn. Yeah, I just keep my. Yeah, I'm not a strong swearer because I follow my covenants, because covenants that Moses has given. I do not I don't use the Lord's name in vain, but I don't think we Christians, the Christian communities can't do that because they say they are Christian, but they do not. But they don't really much work on speaking highly. And in fact, I just don't get the reason why they just can't just keep keep being keep being uncivil. Like, here's the one reason I just don't understand. When people say they're Christian, I understand that they're Christian, but where's the point now? Is it just a word, or it's just something that people just say because they're just connected to their roots from their family, and they just say it, but they just don't follow the rules. They say they're Christian, but they're not, but they don't follow the rules. But I'm not hating anyone. It's when it's not everyone I hate. It's just when criminals are just saying that when they say they're Christian, but they're really not Christian. Take like the mafia. They go to church, but they just do it. They just attend because they just want to think and ponder their choices until they just pick. Then they just go back and just saying, "Yeah, let's go back to selling drugs and alcohol, and just causing more violence and death." Yeah, that's why I just don't. That's why I'm a very big hater of. Yeah, call me a big hater, but hey, I'm just trying to keep people understand up my own my own thoughts. My own thoughts are my own thoughts, and I'm not an easy person to be swayed with. Even if you try to give me give me a drink, which might get alcohol or poison, I'm still not drinking it because I don't trust. It's when it's when people are not trustworthy, and I seriously don't trust. If I were like building a big company and there's this hot woman who just wants to be rich by just marrying you, here's my thing. Here's my questioning for people who wants to marry me. I would ask them, "Are you do you just love me, or you just want to love my bank account?" I only marry people who are kind, loving, and care for others, but not cheat with others. I don't like people who cheat, and I don't want them trying to carouse me or just seduce me. I do not really want to have a partner who just wants to make money by, by just by just doing some unorthodox ways. And I and here's my thing. I just don't like what I see. It's something that I don't want. And here's another thing I don't like most: mistresses. Here's the one thing that's bad about it. When when Lord when the when Congress says go, you can't have plural marriages. Well, here's the thing. What's up with a mistress? What our mistress are? Mistresses are a different variant of just saying you're married. We we followed the rules of the Constitution, and we followed it. And here's the thing. They say that they say it's unconstitutional, but look at us in America. We're having a literally some pluralness of just loving other people and just kissing and doing all that disgusting stuff. Oh, now I'm just realizing it's super disgusting when you're thinking about it. Here's the one thing: I am not a plural. I don't like plural marriages. It's like going to a battleground. And also think about this when women say when they say they if women are in control of the country, it will be more peaceful. But when you marry a man that people would want to marry, guess what? Guess what happens? It causes conflict, low morale, more destruction, more chaos, more fights. Yeah, I don't want to be rude for any women. I'm just saying this for a direct amount of people. I just don't like the idea of just of people who just say they want to be president and then don't give a reason. The reasons are just the reasons I is what I'm attached to. If they have a good reasons, I'll give them good. Then I understand their reasons. Being a leader. But if they're not, but if they don't have something, they're just wanting to. That's just answer. They do not. They just don't want. They just don't want any reasons. They just want to be leader and just be famous on, and just go like, "Ooh, I am president." Yeah, that's why I'm. Yeah, and when I'm just doing it, it looks ridiculous. But here's the thing: I have no regrets. I'm a no regret person. Yeah, I'm not very the biggest. I'm not a big regretter for saying something that kind of sounds rude. But here's the thing: it already got this. It's already lost its point by by a group of people who think they can be in charge without looking out the consequences. The consequences are are outright disgusting and painful to look at. And look at me. I'm building something and I'm just trying not to be rude to anyone. I'm trying to tell everyone I do not want any trouble for anybody and I do not intend to cause more havoc. And it's not and this is where I say absurdity for everyone to say I am not a I'm not a pure-blooded fool who's just wanting to be president and just do nothing. I'm a person who has to work to be titled a president and work to help the people. I care about the people, but not to my not but not to my inner circle. I don't have really an inner circle. I'm more like a public circle. And here's the thing: I do not want anything Zoran Mandami. Zoran Mandami, that fool can just say we're gonna nationalize all businesses in New York City. Yeah, that's a bad idea. It's a big fat no for me. I will never sell my let anyone have my business. If I have like a office space in New York, I would just sell that building and just leave and probably destroy all the buildings that is owned by me legally. Legally destroying all my buildings. And Zoran Mandami cannot even control because I'm a business. I can go wherever I want. And I'm not paying any taxes to that guy because that guy too socialist. That's why I'm not funding his party nor any of his problems. And that's why people do not listen to politics who say they were going to do but doesn't fully solidify. That is one thing, not the whole thing. That's one thing. And that's why people. So that's the end for this video. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe and watch all my videos down below. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.